Our first question is, we developed an emotional toolkit with a therapist, but it doesn't work. What should we do now? Now, emotional toolkits can vary. There's a lot of different things that can go in them, but basically what they are is it can be a box. It can be, if you're just doing pictures, it can be a book or a folder. But basically, it's a range of things that when our child doesn't know what to do with themselves, they're starting to become dysregulated, they're starting to become uncomfortable in their body, or their behaviour's starting to shift, and you can tell that it might not go well, we can bring out the regulation toolkit, and they can go through and find something in there that helps them to calm down again. So you could have a picture of a trampoline, and they could choose to bounce on the trampoline. You could have some squidgy toys. You could have something that plays music. You could have a notepad. They might want to write about what they're feeling. Whatever works for them, and it can vary depending on what works for that child. So that's what a toolkit is. Now, toolkits are designed when a child is uncomfortable, not when they're losing it. So if your child is starting to show signs that they're really starting to be out of control, and you come at them with a toolkit, they're probably going to throw it at you, or at least throw it away, or completely ignore it. So it's not always that the toolkit is ineffective, it's that it's the wrong time. So if you imagine a thermometer, and up here's 5, and that's them being in their most unsettled state possible. At a 5, a toolkit's probably not going to work. But when you come about down the middle point, so at about a 3, possibly sometimes a 4, depending how well those strategies work for the child, then that's where they're going to be still able to receive those strategies and use them and possibly calm down. So we always want to aim at that middle zone. Now, the middle zone is really hard to spot a lot of the time, and it's easy to ignore. So when they're in the middle zone, like a 3, they start to get a bit edgy. But sometimes it's not even their outward behaviour. There's nothing of concern that you see at a 3, but they might just start to have less eye contact, or be a bit more fidgety, or start to raise their voice a little bit. Easy to ignore behaviours, but you're really got to cue in and find those behaviours, so that's when you start to go, hey, I'd really like to see what's in your toolkit right now. Or did you feel like, you don't always have to refer to the toolkit. You can do it. You can also lead them as well. Oh, I'm feeling like a jump on the trampoline. Would you like to join me? And then come back to whatever it is you were doing after they've had their bounce or their squidge and their play or their reset, and then help them to get back onto whatever they were doing before. Once you're at a 5, often you can't just take a break and come back. Often you've sort of got to repair, recover, and it's a whole bigger process. So it's really important to get in early and to take that time out to prevent going to a 5, because 5s can take a long time for their body to calm down from, and can take a lot more effort from us as adults to help them, and sometimes they're dangerous. So we really want to prevent going there. So toolkits are a 3, sometimes a 4 if they're really receptive to the toolkits. Often at a 4 we need to help them a lot more, and often they'll be more rejecting. So at a 4 you kind of get a lot more pushback from the child, a lot more no's. At a 3 they're kind of like, I guess. And so they're more likely, they're still a little bit open to it. So toolkits at 3s, sometimes 4. I wouldn't really try at a 5 often. I don't. It's more about, a 5's more about allowing them to be safe and be in a space where they can be safe and calm down, and providing them with the support that they need. And that's individual. 5's like, some kids need a lot of quiet, no interactions, time alone. Other kids need you to be there, supporting them, being very close. So that's all individual, what they need at a 5. But generally just giving them a kit and expecting them to regulate often isn't enough. It's a bit like having a snack when you're really, really hungry. So a toolkit's like a snack. and more heavy duty strategies are probably needed if they're escalating.